True Gamer here, back with another episode. Okay, first cheap game, Eat Lead, the return of Matt Hazard on the PS3. Now this game was action from start to finish, and for the price it's going now, I would highly recommend adding this to your PS3 collection. And something really tells me that this game will be a sought after commodity deep into the future. Now it does come with a bright, cheerful manual along with a artistic Blu-ray disc. Just take a look at that. Artwork like this I can look at all day. So the game was developed by Vicious Cycles Software. What an epic name, by the way. And it was published by D3 Publisher, and it was released in 2009. Now I put my money on this being a future hidden gem, Juke Nuke Forever on the PS3. Now this game was an absolute classic and very underrated. It deserves its flowers whilst it's cheap, not when it starts to get expensive. And sitting pretty inside will be the slim instruction booklet alongside with this golden glittery disc. And it's always a bonus to have images on both sides of the cover art. It just gives your case that extra bit more exclusivity. So the game was developed by Gearbox and it was published by 2K and it was released in 2011. As you know, this is one of my favorite franchises, Final Fantasy VII on the PS1, and right now is a perfect time to grab yourself a copy. Now I know there's been plenty remakes, but nothing beats owning the original on the traditional hardware of the PS1. Now it does come with this, as you see, double jewel case, and stacked inside will be the legendary manual along with 3 discs. As you can see, back then this game was huge. So my advice to you is to strike now while the price is right. Now Square Enix was the developer and the publisher, and this game was released in 1997. Now if any PS4 game deserves a sequel, it's this one, The Last Guardian. To me, this game is a masterpiece and it's very affordable at the moment, and no doubt in my mind this will be a game that everybody would want in their collection. Now in this generation you'll be lucky to receive a manual inside of your game case, but you do get a unique animated disc. Now Japan Studios was the developer and Sony Interactive Entertainment was the publisher, and this was released in 2016. Metropolis Street Racer. At the time, the graphics blew my mind on the Sega Dreamcast. Felt like I was in gamer heaven, especially when I used to boot up House of the Dead 2 with the light gun on this system. But we're talking about Metropolis Street Racing right now. But if you do still play your Dreamcast, I would advise you to invest in this game while it's cheap. Now inside you will find a vibrant, shiny instruction booklet along with this neatly designed GD-ROM disc. And surprisingly enough, I got a case that was in good condition, which is a miracle these days to find, because these things are fragile as hell. Bizarre Creations was the developer, and it was published by Sega, and it was released in the year 2000. Onrush on the PS4 is a pure fun, explosive experience, and if you are lacking arcade driving games in your collection, Onrush will fill that void. And it's a cheap and cheerful driving game to jump into without no headache. Now this is a rare sight to see in this generation, a PS4 game equipped with that elusive manual, as you can see. Now Codemasters was the developer, and Codemasters teamed up with Deep Silver and Payon for all publishing duties, and this game was released in 2018. Not many will know about this gem, Maximo, on the PS2, which is based on the Ghosts and Goblins universe. And to be honest, this game is pretty good and I highly recommend it, whether you have the original hardware or you have to emulate it somehow to play it. But if you like Ghosts and Goblins, you might just enjoy this. Now inside you'll find this attractive instruction booklet with some superb looking artwork on the cover, and the game disc is decorated to maximum quality. As you know, Capcom always produces the gems, and I guarantee this will become one. And it was developed and published by the Grandmasters themselves, Capcom, and it was released in 2001. And in Japan, this is called Maximo Ghost to Glory. Now this is a rare sight. I have a sealed copy of the Red Star on the PS2. As you see, it's sealed as can be with that infamous logo stripped, wrapped around the casing. So you know this is the genuine copy of the game. Now at the moment I am emulating this on my Steam Deck, and what I've played of it so far, I can honestly say this game will be worth the price tag, because right now it is dirt cheap, especially if you get yourself a copy which isn't sealed. But I think a sealed copy are starting to creep up in price. So while this is at a reasonable price right now, this would be the best time to store it into your PS2 collection. Now this has a catalogue of developers behind it, which are Archangel Studios, Iguana Entertainment and Acclaim Games, and XS Games was the publisher, and this was released in 2007. Now my last two games are going to be from the Microsoft universe, and I'm going to start with Lost Odyssey on the Xbox 360. Now this game is underpriced and well underrated. This is one for the RPG fans, and it's definitely a Xbox 360 classic and will eventually end up in the hidden gems realm. Now this package comes with a whopping 4 discs, so you can imagine how massive this game really truly is. So I've got the main things, but I don't seem to have the manual, which is very unfortunate. But at least I got all the discs, so I can enjoy the game and play it how it should be. This was developed by Mistwalker and Phil Plus, and Xbox Studios was the publisher, and it was released in 2008. Ninja Blade on the Xbox 360, another Xbox exclusive, and this is a superb action game on the system and a must-have for all Xbox 360 collectors. And once again, it's very affordable, so don't miss your chance to own this masterpiece. And once again, we do have all of its documentations with some star-stunning artwork on both the instruction booklet and also the game disc. Now this was developed by the Godfathers of Soul From Software, and we have a gang of publishers which are From Software, ND Games, Novi Disc, Iceberg Interactive, Bit Composer Interactive, and Xbox Game Studios. And this was released in 2009. So there you have it, guys. There's a quick look at some cheap hidden gems to get right now before them prices start to increase and elevate to them unreachable heights. Okay guys, if you like the video, give me a thumbs up. Even better, subscribe. Till next time, see ya.